This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, this video here, I want to talk about James front runner Harden, or James aka Pretender Harden, and why he is not the MVP and why the MVP should be Greek the Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know if I'm saying that last name right, but Antetokounmpo, the Greek the Freak. That is the true NBA MVP. I'm going to say that again. The Greek the Freak is the true NBA MVP. He's the one that should be winning the MVP award. You know why? Best player on the best team. That was always the standard of the MVP. Me, I like to go by the standard of things. I don't go by this modern day Rudy Poo, plum brain NBA generational fanboyism nonsense. I'm going to say that again. I don't go by this modern day Rudy Poo, plum brain, modern day NBA generational fanboyism. I don't go by that. I go by the facts. The facts are something that can be proven. James Harden is a 6 seed. This man, I said it and I'll say it again. And let me say it one more time. You know what? In my famous term, let me say that again. James Harden is AKA the Tony Romo and the Zab Judah of basketball. James Harden is the Tony Romo and the Zab Judah of basketball, meaning he is a front runner. He gives you all of these good exploits and all of these good things up front in the beginning, but in all essence and in all reality, you know what he is? He's nothing but a guy that gasses out when it matters the most. You remember the famous Michael Jordan quote, "It's not how you start, it's how you finish." That's James Harden. James Harden doesn't finish. He's not a finisher. He's not Mariano Rivera. He's not a closer. I'm going to say that again. He's not Mariano Rivera. He's not a closer. He's not Tom Brady. He's not a closer. He's not KB24. He's not a closer. He's not MJ23. He's not a closer. He's not Kevin Durant. He's not a closer. The dude is a starter. That's what he is at his truest and most proper levels. Shout outs to Meek Mill. There's levels to this stuff. And James Harden is not on the levels. If the levels go to 10, James Harden is probably a 2 or at best a 3. I'm going to say that again. If the levels go to 10, James Harden is a 2, at best 3. I know this is going to get flack. It's going to come off as controversial. It's going to come off as me hating. No, I'm just stopping the presses and pumping the brakes on the nonsense. And all I'm telling the James Harden writers media that's brain full of mushing and brainwashing the James Harden apologists and the James Harden stans to do what? In the infamous higgity hush of the damn day. Because James Harden is not there, man. I'm sorry. Don't try to sell me on this cat. He is not on Greek the Freak's level. What Greek the Freak has done with the Milwaukee Bucks is unprecedented, and it needs to get more attention. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why people are not talking about him. Because James Harden is doing all these scoring exploits. When Kobe did this in the 06 season, how come he got robbed of an MVP? Last time I checked, that Lakers team was nowhere near in the top tier in the West. But James Harden is a 6 seed. But he gets love for what he's doing? Come on, man. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. This is the foolery. This is the blinders that they're putting on people's eyes that people can't see. I mean, how come you can't see this, man? Ray Charles could see this thing. You know, God rest his soul. But, I mean, come on. This is just ridiculous. Why are we sitting here pumping up this guy like he's done something emphatic? What has he done in the postseason? No one can tell me that. All they want to tell me is, oh, you know, CP3 was hurt. Oh, Capella was hurt. I don't want to hear that, man. Higgity, hush. The truth of the fact of the matter is, what has this man done in the postseason? Nothing. Nobody can point to a postseason where this man has made noise. He's gone real far into the playoffs, beaten behemoth and juggernaut teams, and won the NBA Finals and got a Finals MVP. We have nothing like that to credit on this guy. So why are we sitting here and putting this guy in high esteem? Like he's done something that we haven't seen before. If we're looking at NBA history for what it is, James Harden is not even in the middle of the pack. I mean, no disrespect, man, but if we're talking about NBA history itself and all of the guys that have come before him, the pantheon of greatness, what I call the NBA pantheon of greatness, James Harden is not even in the middle of the pack, man. So why are we sitting here and acting like this guy is the greatest thing since sliced bread? We need to be talking about Greek the Freak and what he's doing, because what he's doing is unprecedented right now. He got the Milwaukee Bucks balling, man. They are the best seed in the NBA East. And something should be said for that. What happened to that standard where NBA regular season MVPs was the best player on the best team? That was the standard. When did we change that nonsense? Because Russell Westbrook damn near didn't deserve the MVP last year. I'm just saying. You know, now we letting players vote that crap, man. It's just ridiculous. The NBA now, man, it's all it is. There's just nothing but media zealots out here in these streets. They don't know nothing. They are prisoners of the second, and they go by the hot press that's out there for that particular moment in time. And that's what it is, man. They just jump on whatever bandwagon that's in front of them. But I'm not doing that. The real ones are not doing that. And we need to call everything out for what it is. We need to keep it real, keep it a buck, keep it 100, and call a spade a what? A spade, man. Greek the Freak deserves more mention in this MVP race. Way more so than James Harden. Because he is the best player on the best team. This is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.